Protecting yourself here from terrorists setting up shop here. North Carolina Republican Congressman Robert Pittenger says you need to start preparing right here, right now. He's even got a plan. Congressman, good to have you. So you're not dilly-dallying around. You're saying this threat is real, it's present, it's now. So what do we do?
Neil, thank you. I think it's just a thoughtful, prudent thing to do. You know, we've had many people go to Syria, Americans and Europeans. They've been trained, they've been incited, they've been mobilized. They have passports, American passports, European passports. They can come back into our country. Any American with a valid passport is allowed and we're required to bring them back into the country. So I think it's incumbent upon us to make some sort of plans. You know, I was a Boy Scout. The motto of the Boy Scouts was be prepared. And I think every family and small business, there are things that they can do to take care of their family.
Like what?
We're recommending in our proposal, our preparedness manual, it's called preparenow.com, and we're recommending that families have a safe place in their home where they bring water together. They have a NOAA radio system, prescriptions that they may need, or diapers for babies. There's a whole list of things that we think people should consider having. You know, we could be facing some type of attack. We don't know what that would be, whether it's a physical kinetic attack or biological, chemical, any type of attack that the terrorists may want to have. These are things that we can do to, frankly, save lives, and that's what we should be about.
I know certainly your heart is in the right place, Congressman, but do you think you might be sounding alarm here?
No, sir. Our intent is not at all to feed alarm. I think, you know, there's a lot of open source information out there about sleeper cells. We've heard from Senator Dianne Feinstein. We've heard from the Homeland Security Secretary, Mr. Johnson. We've heard from the FBI Director, Mr. Comey, that there are sleeper cells inside our country.
But obviously when you're talking about stocking up on water supplies, that sort of diapers, you're talking about something that would be so big, not just, you know, a sporadic mall attack or a cafe attack, that kind of stuff, that you're envisioning preparing for something 9/11-like, right?
Well, sir, did any of us anticipate 9/11?
No, you're quite right. You're quite right.
Flown into the New York City skyscrapers. We don't know what they're thinking, but what we do know is this is not a backyard gang. These are very sophisticated, highly trained, technical, motivated people. And I think we should be careful, we should use good judgment, and we should do whatever we can and thoughtfully do to prepare our families and our small businesses.
What do you do for your own family?
Well, we have a safe room down in our basement. Right. We have a stock of water. We have canned foods. We have a first aid kit. I have some modest amount of medicines I take. So all that is there, and it's accessible for a couple of days. We think that's a smart thing to do. So I think this how-to manual, that people will go to it at preparenow.com, they'll see the kinds of things that they may want to stock up in their home to have.
Do you ever worry that if everyone does it at the same time, it's going to lead to a rush of a raid on stores?
I don't think there's going to be a rush on it, but I think American people are aware with all the media attention, and rightly so. We watch these horrific things that these terrorists are doing around the world, and we've seen it in Europe more recently. America was secure with oceans on either side. We felt that security. That's a false sense of security today. We have open borders, we have passports. There are people who, their direct intent is on America. We are the great Satan for these folks, and we are their ultimate goal. In fact, ISIS even declared that they want to plant their flag at the White House. So in some measure, I think it's just wise that we take some responsible actions to protect our families and make provisions.
Congressman, thank you very much. Good seeing you.
Thank you, Neil.